You've got questions? I've got answers. Hi, I'm Kevin Eikenberry, answering the questions that new leaders ask us. Our goal is to help all leaders become more successful, productive, and confident. And to do that, today we're talking about how to build team unity, especially if that team has been together for a long time and the unity isn't there. Let's go. In my last video on this blog, I answered a question, but I didn't answer it all because it was a big, rich question. So I decided to do a two-parter. So let me read you the whole question and then we'll dive in. Here's the whole question again. I need ideas on motivating and unifying our 25-person blue-collar team. Many are not young, but they often display juvenile attitudes and seem blind to the big picture. Well, in the last episode, we talked about motivation, part of the question. In this episode, in this video, I want to talk about the second part of the question, which is the how do I unify my 25-person team? So let's talk about 4 things that you can do to unify your big team. First one is you got to recognize culture. Well, what is culture? Culture is the way we do things around here. So if you've got a team, and it's sort of implied in this question, it's been around for a while, there's a lot of things that are culturally connected. Like, this is how we do it here. And if there are behaviors that you aren't really the ones you want, but there have never been consequences for them, people have never been told or expected to do things differently, then they're saying that's expected, that's okay, that's how we do it here. So that's part of what we need to do. It's also because it's culture, if some people have been brought into the team over time, then they have been inculcated into that same culture, and so you've recreated or rejuvenated that belief set that those behaviors are the right thing. So if you want to change them, recognizing culture means it's going to take you some time. You got to be a little bit patient. That's okay, but you got to define the new behaviors and move on from there. Second thing is, I want you to acknowledge size. And in this case, size does matter. It's the size of the team. If you've got a 25-person team, I wonder if they really all are on the same team or if they are in sub-teams, whether that's shifts or they have a crew leader or whatever. You may be the person that's envisioning all of them. Here's the thing. Do they all have exactly the same task? Should they all be unified around the same thing? Or should we look at the group in different ways? If it truly is a team of 25, then also recognize again that this is going to be a challenge. Unifying 25 people to anything, not easy. It's just not going to be easy. Doesn't mean it can't be done. Doesn't mean you can't get there, but I want you to recognize the size and how that impacts your efforts. Third is that you need to define unity. What do you mean by unity? What are you looking for? What are the behaviors that you want? The question identifies that there are some juvenile behaviors. That's not enough. Tell me what it is that you want. I'm not even sure how juvenile behaviors relate to team unity. So be really clear on what it is that you want and the behaviors that you want. You've got to define unity. And the fourth thing that you need to do is you need to create a shared vision. Now I know creating a shared vision sounds like something a consultant would say. It sounds like some fancy words, and maybe they are. But here's the thing. You got to help people see why they're there. You got to help people see the value of the mission. You got to help them see what you want them to unify around. The last point I said was, what does unity look like? In this case, I'm saying, what do you want them to unify around? What is the common vision? What is the direction? Where is the meaning? People want to do work where they find meaning. People want to do work where what they feel like they're doing makes a difference. If you got people who've been around a long time, maybe they once knew it, it's gotten kind of lost. It's gotten kind of muddled. And so part of our job is to raise their eyes back up to either refine, remind, or create a shared vision. So those are 4 things that you could do. And the question that's asked around unifying a team, well, that could be a full-day workshop. But hopefully these 4 things give you some ideas to help you get started, some things that need to happen if you really want to create that unity of team. Smaller team or larger team, doesn't matter the nature of the work, these ideas will help. All of that leading us to today's tweet. Building team unity starts with you defining the unifying principles and the behaviors you desire. So I hope that this question helped you. I hope that this gave you some insight that might help your team, even if that wasn't your question. That's our purpose here. Our purpose on this entire website is to provide you with resources, ways to help you as a new leader or to help leaders of new leaders be more successful, be more confident, to give you resources. So there are plenty of free resources like these videos here, and there's a whole lot more of ways that we can help you in tangible ways through workshops and other products and services. It's all here. It's all here for you. I hope you'll take advantage, and I hope you'll come back for a future episode when I answer another question that a leader like you asks us.